Today's article is about using AI tools without becoming dependent on them. Not whether to use AI, you should, and heavily, but how to use it in a way that builds your capability rather than replacing it. The distinction matters more than it appears, and it compounds over months. There are two modes of AI use. Active use. You form your own view on a question before opening the tool, then use AI to challenge it, expand it, or speed up the execution. Passive use. You ask AI what to think and accept the output. Both look efficient from the outside, but active use maintains and develops your judgment. Passive use, over time, erodes it. The mechanism is cognitive offloading, outsourcing mental work to external tools. Research on cognitive offloading shows that repeatedly outsourcing a specific mental task reduces engagement with that task, which over time reduces the development of the underlying skill. This has been observed with calculators, GPS, and spell checkers. With AI, the offloading happens at the level of reasoning and synthesis, not just calculation. The reason dependency feels like efficiency is that the output looks similar either way from the outside. You produce faster. You look productive. The cost is internal, reduced judgment, reduced ability to evaluate what AI gives you, reduced domain expertise. These accumulate slowly and become visible only when the tool is unavailable, when the output is wrong, or when a situation arises that requires understanding beyond what AI can provide. The evaluation gap is the deepest form of AI dependency. You cannot evaluate AI output in a domain without existing expertise in that domain. A non-lawyer cannot tell whether a contract AI drafted contains an error. A non-engineer cannot tell whether code AI generated is correct. If you use AI in domains you do not understand, the output looks plausible, you cannot identify errors, and you deliver it with confidence you have not earned. What makes your work valuable? Contextual knowledge of your specific situation, trust earned over time, judgment under uncertainty with stakes attached, is not something AI has. AI lacks not intelligence but skin in the game, your specific context, and the consequences of being wrong. These are the things that make a professional valuable. Using AI to replace these, rather than to accelerate everything below them, is the error. The first habit: form your view before you open the tool. Before any thinking task, a decision, an analysis, a piece of writing, spend 5 minutes writing your own initial position. Then ask AI. Compare. If AI's response makes you immediately discard your view without understanding why it is better, the sunk cost of passive use is already there. If AI gives you genuinely new information you did not have, that is the tool working correctly. The second habit: own the final product completely. Your name is on everything you deliver. Before you submit, publish, or send anything AI contributed to, be certain you can defend every claim, explain every decision, and identify any errors. If you cannot, it is not ready, regardless of how confident the output reads. This standard forces you to stay engaged with everything that goes out under your name. The third habit: protect deliberate practice in domains you want to develop. If you want to develop as a writer, write the first draft yourself before AI touches it, every time, not just occasionally. If you want to develop as an analyst, form the analysis before asking AI to do it. Deliberate practice requires effort and the productive struggle that comes from attempting work you cannot yet do easily. AI that removes all struggle removes the mechanism through which skill develops. The fourth habit: use AI for work below your expertise floor, not above it. Your expertise floor is the level at which your judgment adds clear value. Below that floor, AI can handle tedious, repetitive, or execution-level work efficiently. Above that floor, where the real thinking is, do the work yourself. The more valuable the judgment required, the more important it is that the judgment is yours. The fifth habit: monthly audit. Once a month, spend a day doing your most AI-assisted category of work without AI. Notice how that feels. If certain tasks feel genuinely impossible, if you cannot structure an argument or build an analysis without the tool, that is a signal. It tells you where your capability has eroded and where you need to direct deliberate practice. The senior partner model is a useful frame. An experienced professional uses junior colleagues for research and drafts. They read everything, correct mistakes, and make all judgment calls. They stay capable because they are always exercising judgment. A professional who delegates the judgment along with the drafting, who stops building the capability to evaluate what the junior produces, becomes dependent in a way that erodes expertise. AI is a very capable junior colleague. The question is whether you are staying senior. What passive AI use looks like over time: Month 1, you are faster and the output is better. Month 6, you find it hard to start a task without the tool. Month 12, you cannot easily evaluate whether the output is correct. Month 18, when the tool goes down, you feel blocked. The slide from efficiency to dependency is gradual, and at each stage it still feels like you are just being efficient. Apply the fresh start test to your AI habits. Imagine you were starting fresh today. Would you choose to develop this skill in this domain, using AI as a substitute for doing the foundational work yourself? If the answer is no, if you would not actively choose this approach, then the current approach is building dependency, not capability. Use that standard to audit which skills you are genuinely developing and which you are outsourcing. The domains where this matters most are the ones where you are actively trying to grow. Writing. Write the first draft yourself before AI touches it. Code. Write the logic yourself before asking AI to generate it. Analysis. Form your conclusion yourself before asking AI to summarize the data. Strategy. Develop your own view before asking AI to advise. These are the areas where the muscle needs to be exercised. The distinction between AI for acceleration and AI for foundation skipping is critical. AI can dramatically speed your journey in a new domain, surfacing patterns, explaining concepts, showing examples. What it cannot do is substitute for the foundational work entirely. If you skip the work and rely on AI output you cannot evaluate, you are not a professional using a powerful tool. You are a channel delivering outputs you cannot stand behind. The value of struggle is real. The moments of confusion, the wrong attempts, the effort to work something out. These are not inefficiencies to eliminate. They are the mechanism through which skill develops. A tool that removes all the struggle also removes the development. Use AI to reduce the struggle that does not develop anything useful. The formatting, the boilerplate, the lookup. Protect the struggle that does develop something. The reasoning, the synthesis, the judgment. Evaluating AI output is itself a skill and itself a skill-building activity. Asking whether this output is correct, complete, and appropriate for the specific context requires domain knowledge and active engagement. Teams that use AI heavily but maintain active evaluation build compounding capability. They get AI's speed with their own increasing judgment. This is a viable and excellent path. The compound effect determines the trajectory. Active AI use, where you maintain judgment, evaluate output, and protect deliberate practice, compounds upward. Your domain expertise grows alongside your AI proficiency. Passive AI use, where you outsource judgment, accept output, and skip the practice, compounds downward. Same tool, same frequency of use, opposite long-term result. The choice between them is made daily, in small moments of habit. The full article is at realsyllabus.com. It covers the cognitive offloading research, the evaluation gap in specific domains, the senior partner model in more depth, and all 5 habits with practical implementation. If AI is a significant part of how you work, the article is worth the 15 minutes. The habits are small adjustments that have large compounding effects. Next, the decision-making framework that removes regret.